Hello and welcome back to the Culture Blender. My name is Kat. I am the founder of Culture Blender. I'm the founder of Talataki. You might know me from Talataki on Instagram or on TikTok, who knows. Um, these are all the countries that I travel to around the globe. Well, not really around the globe because this whole continent is still very empty. And I really want to travel to Africa as well, to some countries in Africa. Um, today I wanted to talk about my favorite countries. The problem with this is I actually wanted to take you out and go for a little walk and do this video, but I got injured last week. I had a little accident. No bone is broken, but I have something on my leg. Um, they call it the tennis leg, although I didn't play tennis. I just rode a bus, or in the bus commuting to work. So this is my baby today. Um, yeah, and to be honest, it's very, very hard to say which is my favorite country. So I thought I'll do like which are my favorite three countries. But there are obviously more than three countries that I love. So if the country you expect to be on this top three isn't there, it might come with the next video because I didn't want to make my top five countries. I wanted to make a top three countries. And yeah, and this today's video I dedicate to all the children and teenagers that I really wish they will travel a lot, a lot, a lot when they grow up. Work hard, learn lots in school. And I wanted to say thank you to my nephew, Mr. T, who's watching and liking all of my videos all the time. He keeps telling me. So, Mr. T, you, your sister, and your cousins, all of you, please travel because Auntie Dada, that's how they call me, will support you to travel anywhere. Okay? Learn lots so you can make money and you can save money so you can travel and see this amazing world because it's so worth it. Absolutely worth traveling this beautiful planet. So, my top three. Actually, I still didn't make my decision for all, like one for sure. And whoever is following me since long time or subscribed to Culture Blender already since longer, or somebody who has watched all of my videos already, you might know. And let's start. So, shall we start with the top or with the One of the things also maybe before I go on is I am a very authentic person. I don't want to pretend to be somebody I'm not. I don't also like you see this in my videos. Um, is it, on TikTok or Instagram or here in the shorts? I of course use some cool templates and cool music, but there's no 10 million filters on it. There's no filter on me right now, um, because I think we all are just perfect the way we are. Because none of us, no one, no country on this planet, nothing is perfect. So perfect is being imperfect to me. Maybe you disagree. I don't know. But yeah, maybe leave a comment below and tell me if you agree or disagree with that imperfection is perfection. Leave it below. Also, if you didn't subscribe yet, do it now. Like, comment. I really appreciate each one of you. I'm really working on this culture blender to be more successful. I work hard, 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 so I can add some more countries here. Um, yeah. So maybe a little bit about me. My name is Kat. I'm a travel content creator. I'm a kitchen designer. I'm a happiness coach. I'm a self-care coach. I also do some social media management for 3 companies, which I really appreciate. And did you just see? I think this just happened now. I'm sorry. That's Mexico. I'm sorry, dear Mexico. You were beautiful. So let's start. Okay. No, my top three, but I start with number three, okay? And I think I will start in Europe. And sorry, I'm back. But it just said that my phone is full. I had to get on this. So let's go. Europe. Top three countries in the world that I visited of 17, which is not so much if you think about it. Because also I traveled to a couple of countries more than one time, as you can see. Um, Surely you can see this in Europe. Um, I don't know how many times, by example, that I traveled to Italy. We went to Italy my whole childhood, or throughout my childhood. I went a couple of times to Spain. Um, I went a couple of times to India, to the US. I went a couple of times. So yeah, I traveled a lot, but not to so many countries. Also, I'm a slow traveler. So top three in Europe. Let's go with Italy. I absolutely love Italy. I love the Italian food. I love the Italian beaches. I love the Italian people. Um, it's kind of like not a second home, absolutely not, but I feel homely. Um, hmm So that's my number three. My number two, it's either or. It is this country up here, which is Japan. Japan. Absolutely astonishing. It is special. It No country has fascinated me more than Japan, to be honest. Not only the food, nature, of course, beautiful, but it was the people, the culture. You would say that Switzerland is super clean, but then you go to Japan, and Japan is just freaking clean. The people are very, very different to, I would say, to us European. Um, Also very different to Indian people, to American people. It's just different. We all are very openly to talk and say hello, and maybe we even hug each other. That's maybe a European thing. We hug each other, we give each other kisses to say hello when we know somebody. That's a very European thing, right? So in Japan, it was always like keeping a distance, but it felt so good to keep a distance as well because it was very, very, very respectful. Um, yes, Japan. I would absolutely go to Japan again, also to eat, because if you think you like sushi in Europe or in the States or in India, you haven't tried Japanese sushi, because that is level 700,000. Oh, I thought one pin dropped, but it wasn't. So yes, my number two is Japan. Would you have guessed? Like the people know me, would you have guessed? You probably wouldn't have. and some know what's coming now, or maybe not, but I'm just looking at it. There's just too many wonderful countries. But yes, it's this huge country with so many people, with so much craziness. It's India. Yeah, I think India is my number one country. My number one country in many things. I met so many amazing people. I traveled to so many amazing places. It's more. But also in India, I traveled to um more, to places more than one time. By example, I traveled to Goa 2 times, Delhi a couple of times. You arrive there. That's where I usually arrive. Um, Jaipur, I went 3 times to Jaipur, and I love Jaipur. That's like one of my favorite cities. Although it's one of the craziest cities I've ever been, I had some of the most special moments there as well. Situations that freaked me out, like, well, yeah, that because it's just so different. India is also one of those countries like Japan. You cannot compare it with any other country. Just cannot. If you think you traveled to a lot of special countries, you didn't travel to India yet. And I know that lots of people who travel to India, like I've heard people say like, "Oh no, never again." And then you have the opposite, like me, who say, oh yes, let's go to India again." Um, yeah, India has some of the most amazing food. You never get bored of the food. Um, yeah, you never get bored of the food because you have so many smells, tastes. Just the cuisine is like it's not stopping. Like if you eat something in the north, you might not get it in the south, right? And it's just so different. And one of the things I really love is this world. Mm, I love the people. I love to get to know new people. I met so many amazing people on Instagram, especially Instagram, TikTok. Like not yet, like not. I took it from Instagram to real life with some people. TikTok, I didn't. YouTube, I didn't yet. But as I have a community, an amazing community on Instagram, I didn't post so much in the last couple of weeks because I'm trying to grow TikTok and I'm trying to grow YouTube. So I posted a lot of shorts. And if you didn't subscribe yet, this is your moment. This is also your moment to go check out my other socials. Um, I'll put the links below. So this is TikTok and it's Instagram. And I love, love, love seeing comments. I love seeing likes. Who doesn't? But I really want to start building a little community. I, want to give out some travel tips. I want to receive some travel tips. I really want to be inspired. I already now know my next travel goal, which I will not reveal yet. It will only be end of October. But it's also a place and a country that I've traveled before. Like, yes, one place will be some place I didn't travel before, but I have some things to do there. In this country, I'm going to meet some people. No, I said I didn't meet somebody from YouTube. That is not true. I met an amazing woman on YouTube here, and we met. two times already or three times already, and I really, really, really love her. She's amazing. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna meet some other people that I met through Instagram actually. Yep. And then I got some things to do for me, and we'll shoot some travel content, obviously, because that's what I do. That's what I love to do. And I hope you were not bored. Me talking, sitting here. Um, I might not edit this video too much because I'm recording it from a phone and not from a computer or the camera. And then I wanted to show you something actually. So, my first trip, my very, very first trip, I was 3 years old. My mother was pregnant with my sister. She, what they say, had already a big belly. And then we went to the beach. Went to Creta, in Greece, and I was this 3-year-old girl who talked to everyone. I was like one of these kids that talked to everyone. Um, but I also loved the ocean already back then. And then I started to collect seashells, and my mom kept them, all of them. And like 1 or 2 years ago, she wanted to throw them away. And I was like, no, I'm gonna take these because this was my first international trip in my life. Um, so they mean something to me. They're beautiful, beautiful shells. And but nowadays, 2024, be very, very aware. You are not allowed to collect seashells from every country. You're not allowed to bring some home. So before leaving the country, please make sure you follow the country's rule, because it's getting rare. Because I used to collect seashells from every trip. I have so many places in my apartment that have some seashells. So, you know, get yourself informed before collecting seashells. Sand, I think, is mostly everywhere. You cannot bring home sand anymore. Also, I think I only have like one bottle left with sand from Thailand from 2024, from like 14 years ago or something. No, more, 16 years ago that I went to Thailand. That's a different story. Also, I traveled a lot to different countries. While there were no mobile phones, we had normal photo cameras where you had to send in the thing, and then you received the paper photos back. Um, and no, actually, I had a phone, but it couldn't really take good photos by this time. So, and no videos, obviously. So that's why I cannot show you anything from my 3 month. It was a 3 month trip, my own longest trip in my life that I took so many years ago. And now have a wonderful day. It is Saturday here right now. It is, what's the time? 3:45 in the afternoon. And I'm gonna go get ready now. We're gonna have a family dinner, barbecue. The weather is nice. It's not too hot today. I actually also was cold before. So let's see. Um, yeah, have a happy, wonderful weekend. Have a happy Sunday if it's Sunday already. Have a happy Friday if it's still Sunday in your country, because I have no idea where you're watching this video from. I mean, I did that reel the other day. That was very interesting. I had some people from Canada, from England, the UK, and it was very interesting to see where people come from. And then I had one from, which I would call from the Caribbean. It was from a country in the Caribbean that I really want to go travel the Caribbean as well one day. One day, one day. So let's keep on working, let's keep on saving money, and let's travel. So have a wonderful day, have a wonderful weekend, and bye, namaste, tschüss, and see you hopefully in the next video.